Welcome to DML Discovery Metal Legion. Thanks to Quest for Metal, who's been creating amazing content so far. He is creating a bracket fight series. Now, I decided to create my own bracket fight series, and today we're doing the best black metal albums of all time. Now, I have found a category where it says black metal albums. So we're just going to click that. And here we go, Black Metal Albums Bracket Fight, and holy shit. The first up is Mayhem, Day Mysterious, Dom Satanas, Dom Satana, and Satanas, and Burzum Philosophum. Now, I really do enjoy both of these albums, but I just feel like Mayhem, Dom Mysterious, that Mayhem, Day Mysterious, Dom Satanas is slightly a little bit better than Philosophum. Burzum creates this atmospheric vibe, and it's one of the pioneers of atmospheric black metal. And the melodies are amazing, but I just feel that Mayhem, Day Mysterious, Dom Satanas is one of the most darkest and evil sounding albums you could ever possibly hear. So yeah, I'm choosing Mayhem as the winner. Next up is Dark Throne Emblazoned Northern Sky and Satyricon Nemesis Divina. This overall is a pretty easy pick for me. I'm going to choose A Blazing in Northern Sky by Dark Throne just because of how dark, evil, and atmospheric this album is. I do really enjoy Nemesis Divina as well, but I just feel that Dark Throne A Blazing in Northern Sky is a little bit better. Or, well, way better. Next up is Windier, Untitled, and Volknica, the Olden Domain. Heard both of these albums, very folky, traditional folk black metal. And this is Volknica's debut album. I think this is Windier's debut album as well. I just feel that Windier has a slight edge to Volknica in this fight. And that's why I'm picking Windier Untitled. Okay, so next up is Camphia Malum Scoleda Aza, along with Immortal at the Heart of Winter. Now, both of these albums do sound quite similar. They do have that really nice traditional black metal feel with the odd production type, and I just really do enjoy the slower moments on these albums. Immortal has a little edge to it, in my opinion, because the melodies are a lot better than Camphor. But yeah, I'm going to pick Immortal at the Heart of the Winter because it is just a bona fide classic. Okay, ooh, this is a good one. Next up is Sacramentum, Far Away from the Sun, along with Unanimated Ancient God of Evil. Alright, Sacramentum has elements of symphonic metal, and it is just fast and furious symphonic metal, some really great songs, and you got Ancient God of Evil by Unanimated, which is unprecedented, just extreme black metal. And I do really enjoy both of these albums. I'm just going to have to say that Sacramentum is slightly better than an Unanimated Ancient God of Evil. So I'm going to pick Sacramentum. Alright, oh my god, this is a tricky one. Next up is Dawn, Sword of the Sun. And then we got Dissection, Storm of the Light's Bane. So overall, I bloody love all these albums. I just feel Slaughter Sun is probably a masterpiece in black metal, and Storm of the Light's Bane. Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm gonna pick Dawn, Slaughter Sun. A lot of people are gonna pick Dissection just because of the history and how they are melodic black metal. Hell, they're one of the pioneers of melodic black metal. But I just feel that Slaughter Sun is just a masterpiece in black metal, and it is so amazing. It's progressive, it's beautiful in tone, and the melodies just really do get stuck in your head. So yeah, blasphemy, I'm picking Dawn, Slaughter Sun. Okay, so next up is In the Woods, Heart of the Sun, along with Flirturgy. This is interesting, with the album Minted Skull Corner, I think it's called. And yeah, so they are both experimental albums, you could say. In the Woods has this really nice atmospheric flavor, and Flirturgy yeah, Floretti, whatever you want to. Oh, God, I'm terrible at names. But Floretti, yeah, good album. Very experimental, though. Like, I have heard this LP. I've heard most of these LPs, actually. But, yeah, it's a weird album. It just reminds me at times, like, Imperial Trumpet. You tell that Imperial Trumpet were inspired by Floretti, in my opinion. But, yeah, Floretti, I'm gonna have to say In the Woods, Heart of the Sign. Heart of the Ages, sorry, that's what it's called. Just because I just feel that it's a lot stronger and the melodies are more infectious in tone. Okay, so we got a good one here. Bethlehem, Dictius Technicari, along with Psy, Hail Horror Hail. Psy, this album is batshit crazy, and Bethlehem Dictius Technicari is also batshit crazy. The vocal work on this man is incredible on Bethlehem, and this album is amazing. Hail Horror Hail by Psy is very experimental. They incorporate everything but the kitchen sink, well, including the kitchen sink as well. But yeah, I'm going to say Bethlehem Dectius D. Nikir sits here. I do apologize if I'm butchering the names. I'm terrible at pronunciations. Next up, we got Nalcafar Vitra, along with Capithian Forest, Black Shining Lever, I think it's called. You know, Vitra sounds very like the old Cradle of Filth sound, and this is fantastic. Very good symphonic, aggressive black metal. Capithian Thoris is a lot more aggressive in tone. I'm gonna have to choose Capithian Forest just because I love how energetic that album is. Alright, so this is an easy one. Dodheim's Guard, 666 International, along with the Convenants, Nexus Polaris. If you haven't heard Nexus Polaris, I recommend you to check this out as soon as this black metal list is over. Yeah, so Covenant is going to win this. I don't like Dodheim's Guard, to be honest. I think it's one of the worst black metal albums I've ever heard in my whole entire life. I've heard it once and I'll never hear it again. They do incorporate so many electronic elements on Dodheim's Guard, and I just feel that Covenant is so fun. It's such a fun album, great guitar work, love the vocals, and it's just hard-hitting at times with some great cool piano work on it. It's so damn good. Okay, so next up is, what do we got? We got Uva, Bergtag, along with Samuel, Ceremony of Opposites. This is a very tricky one, actually. I'm going to have to say Uva, Bergtag, just because I'm more familiar with that album. But Samuel, Ceremony of Opposites is crazy. It really is. It's batshit crazy. It's aggressive. Really shorter songs, but Uva's more atmospheric and more folkier, so I'm picking Uva. I like that shit. Wow, okay, so next up is Bathory Blood Fire Death against Tormentor, Anno Domino. Bathory Blood Fire Death definitely wins this, but you gotta say Tormentor. Tormentor, which was Attila's band, who was also in Mayhem in Dave Mysterious Storms and Tarnish. Attila's vocals on Tormentor is mind-blowing. It really is. And Tormentor Anno Domino is a really good album. Next up is Let the Devil In by Zeitgeist, along with War Moon Lord, I think it's called. What's it called? Burning Banners of the Funereal War. If I am not mistaken, I have heard War Moon Lord before, and I thought it was a very solid LP. But my pet hate was the overproduction on War Moon Lord, if I remember. But Zeitgeist Let the Devil In is just a classic. It's a classic, and I know War Moon Lord is a recent album, but Zeitgeist Let the Devil In is so damn good. Melodies are there, guitars there, the vocals are just so damn aggressive. So I'm going to choose Zeitgeist Let the Devil In. Okay, so next up is Abig, Abigor Nachtimen, along with Maguire Exercises in Futility. Now, I love both of these albums. Abigor's such an incredible band. Maguire Exercise in Futility. Holy crap, that's an amazing album. It's gonna be hard. It's really gonna be hard, but I am gonna choose Abigor. Actually, I'm choosing Abigor. I think Abigor's a fantastic band, an underrated band in black metal. Next up is Hades, The Dawn of the Dying Sun, along with Aeternus, Beyond the Wandering Moon. Aeternus is more aggressive, atmospheric black metal, more on those death metal aesthetics with those vocals, along with Hades, The Dawn of the Dying Sun, which has some really cool melodies that do get stuck in your head. But I'm gonna choose Aeternus, Beyond the Wandering Moon. Just because I think the melodies are just so damn infectious, some great songs as well. I love how aggressive Aeternus Beyond the Wandering Moon is. So yeah, this goes here. Okay, so next up is Arcturus. Aspira Hymn Symphonia, I think it's called, along with Lambonic Arc, Moon in the Scorpio. Alright, Lambonic Art, incredible symphonic black metal band. Arcturus, a very experimental black metal band. It's an easy pick for me, guys. I don't know about you, but it's an easy pick. I'm choosing Moon in the Scorpio, Lambonic Art, because it's very enjoyable atmospheric symphonic black metal. Okay, so next up is, well, these two bands I'm not really into, but I've heard of them. It's Revenge, Victory, Intolerance, Mastery, along with War Cult Supremacy by Conqueror. I'm going to choose Conqueror War Cult Supremacy just because I thoroughly enjoyed that album compared to Revenge. Not a really big fan of Revenge. I think they are one of the weakest black metal bands out there. But yeah, Conquerors. Next up is Destroy 666 Cold Steel. What a great album that is. For an Iron Age and Bestial Warlust. Vengeance, War, Till Death. I think they're both Australian, actually. So, Destroy 666, Cold Steel, fun, energetic, aggressive, melodic, black metal with elements of thrash. Bestial Warlust has elements of thrash as well. Vengeance, War, Till Death, really good album. Production is definitely not on the cleaner side, more on the rougher side. But yeah, I'm going to choose Destroy 666, Cold Steel, because some of these songs are bangers. Next up, we got Disaster, Hellfire's Dominion, along with, whoa, I have not seen that album cover for a very long time, Absu Tara. So Absu Tara has more on that experimental edge, very atmospheric in tone. Do really love how aggressive that album is. Such a finely calibrated LP. Got Disaster, Hellfire's Dominion. Disaster Hellfire's Dominion is more on the thrashier side of black metal, but it's still fun. It's still energetic. I'm going to choose Disaster Hellfire's Dominion, actually, because I'm more familiar with that album. So Disaster Hellfire's Dominion sits here. Next up is Midnight Satanic Royalty, along with Hellripper Coagulating Darkness. Midnight Satanic Royalty, thrashy black metal, Hellripper Coagulating Darkness, very similar to Midnight Sound. I do enjoy both of these albums, but I'm just going to say Midnight Satanic Royalty is just winning. Next up is Leviathan. Wow! Leviathan, Massive Conspiracy Against All Life, along with a Bizic Hate, Suicidal Emotions. I'm going to choose Leviathan here, just because I'm more familiar with Leviathan, Massive Conspiracy Against All Life. Fun, not a fun album, but very depressing album. Both of the DSBM albums, and both are really good. That's more, I think, a Busy Hate Suicidal Emotions is like a demo album. Leviathan is a much more darker, atmospheric, and more depressing album. And not to mention the artwork is amazing. So I'm going to choose that Leviathan. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, Ooh, this is a good one. Paysage de Hiva. That looks like a Paysage de Hiva album. I think it's called Dust Hall. Really good album by Paysage de Hiva. Along with Bekef Nexmu. Oh, wow. This is a band. Bekef Nexmu. And it looks like the album... Oh, what's it called? Desvata Returna, I think it's called. This is both atmospheric, both lo-fi in production. I'm going to choose Paysage de Hiva on this, just because the melodies are amazing. Okay, next we got Shining, along with Life Lover, Conquers. Both of these bands I'm not really into, to be honest. Shining Homestead is a classic, you could say. Life Lover Conquers is more depressive, more atmospheric, more on the DSBM side. I'm going to choose Life Lover Conquers here. Next up is Dark Space. I think it's number 3. And then I think that's called World Melancholy 2. Both melancholic, both atmospheric, one a little bit more cosmic, one a little bit more long, one a little bit more technical, one a little bit more progressive. Dark Space 3 wins. Interesting. Interesting how they're comparing these two albums, to be honest. This is Wayfarer, I believe, on the left. So it's a Wayfarer Blood World, I think it's called. World's Blood, maybe. I don't know. And you got Krallis. Krallis, a very cosmic, spacey band. Years Past Matter. Don't choose Years Past Matter on this. I do really enjoy the melodies, love how progressive it is. Krallis are underrated, to be honest. Like, they have created some very good albums. Next up is Panopticon, Autumn Eternal versus Wolves in a Throne Room, 2 Hunters. Gonna choose Wolves in the Throne Room. I like Panopticon, but I just feel that Wolves in the Throne Room is in a higher caliber than Panopticon. I do it. Hey, where's the thing gone? Use match upload. Yeah, so we got that one. Okay, so next up we got Winterfillet, the Divination of Antiquity, along with Drook, Blood in Our Wells. Both amazing albums, but Drook, Blood in Our Wells wins, man. It wins. Amazing songs, amazing melodies, amazing guitar work, amazing vocals. Drook is going to go well into this tournament. Next up is Primordial, where greater men have fallen, along with Enslaved Below the Lights. Another easy win, in my opinion. Enslaved absolutely smashes Primordial, so I'm picking Enslaved Below the Lights. Amazing band. Amazing band. Amazing album. Wow, okay, so we got an interesting matchup here. This is interesting. Really enjoy Funereal Presence. Arcadis, really enjoy that album. Do love how a little bit doomier that album is, like Blackened Doom, along with, this is an album I haven't heard for a very long time, but it's a band called Asof, and it is called, if I remember, what the fuck is it called? Arrow in Heart. I'm going to choose Funereal Presence because I am more familiar with this album. But Arrow in the Heart, if I remember, was pretty atmospheric, pretty aggressive, and pretty cool. Alright, so what do we got now? We got Midnight Odyssey, Funerals from the Astral Sphere, which I have heard. I heard Questy recommended me this album when I was on for a long drive. And I thought it was amazing. And I don't know what that album is. Don't know what that album is. Looks kind of spacey as well. Doesn't look like a Spectral Law album. Comment below what you think that album is, but I don't know what that is. So I'm going to choose Midnight Odyssey here. Spectral Wound, Infernal Decadence, along with Woad, Servants of the Countercosmos. No, wasn't very impressed with the latest Woad album, but Servants of the Countercosmos is amazing. Spectral Wound, Infernal Decadence is more atmospheric black metal, more on that Dark Throne aesthetic of things. So I do enjoy that atmospheric black metal, Spectral Wound, and that melodic flavor. I'm going to have to say this is a very tricky run because I really enjoy both of these albums. Servants of the Countercosmos is a classic in my opinion. I'm going to choose Woad, Servants of the Countercosmos. I'm going to choose it because they were on a level here that they can't match in their latest album. So Woad, Servant of the Countercosmos sits here. Next up is Havakrunu. Havakrunu. Hello, this is... What an incredible album this is. Kalasurutsoy, I think it's called. Along with Patushka. The real Patushka, I think. Not the fake Patushka, but... I'm going to choose Havakrunu here. Great atmospheric, melodic black metal. Flavors of heavy metal on this, just so damn good. Okay, so we're going to... so now... We got Mayhem Day, Mysterious Dom Satanas, along with Dark Throne, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. My God, man. Oh. So, this is going to be a little bit tricky here. I love Day Mysterious Storms and Tarnish. I think it's such an amazing album. Love how dark and scary that album is. Tilla's vocals are so damn weird. Your Blazing Northern Sky, though, which has amazing songs, atmospheric, very dark and evil. This is incredibly hard. It really is. I'm gonna choose... Oh. This is hard, man. This is very hard. Mayhem Day Mysterious Don Satanas. This was like one of my first black metals I heard. I thought it was amazing just because of the overall history, just because of the overall sound, how evil and dark that album sounds. Next up is Windier and Immortal at the Heart of Winter. Amazing albums, both of them. Windier is amazing. Love the folkier elements on this. Great songs. Immortal at the Heart of Winter incorporates more of that atmospheric black metal with those cool, groovy riffs as well. Gonna choose Windier though, Antor here. Okay, so next up we got Sacramentum. Sacramentum, what's it called? What's it called? Sacramentum. I forgot what the album was called. Far Away from the Sun, that's what it's called, along with Dawn Slaughter Sun, Crown of the Triarchy, Slaughter Sun. Sacramentum is such a cool album, it really is. I'm gonna have to choose Dawn Slaughter Sun. I friggin' love this album. So Slaughter Sun sits here. Next up is In the Woods, Heart of the Ages, along with Bethlehem, DTST, Necare. In the Woods, amazing atmospheric experimental band, traditional folk at times, but really cool, clean vocals as well. Bethlehem, DTST, Necare, is just another level in my opinion, just on another level. So yeah, I'm choosing Bethlehem on this. Carpathian Forest, The Black Shining Lever, along with Covenant, Nexus Polaris. Covenant, Nexus Polaris. Nexus Polaris. Nexus Polaris. Nexus Polaris. Just an amazing album, really is. Carpathian Forest, though, is incredible as well. Oh man, I'm going to say Covenant, Nexus Polaris, just because I thoroughly enjoy it. I think it's such a different album. It's fun, it's energetic, it's progressive, it's so cool. So yeah, I'm choosing Nexus Polaris. Uva Bergtag, along with Blood, Fire, Death. This is a tricky matchup, it really is. You got the song Blood, Fire, Death. You got just so many incredible songs as well. And you got Uva Bergtag. I'm choosing Bathory, Blood, Fire, Death for this. Next up we got Sargeist, Let the Devil In, along with Abigail, Nachman. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Abigail for this as well. I prefer it a little bit more than Let the Devil In, so yeah, I'm choosing Abigail here. Tarnish, Beyond the Wandering Moon, along with Lambonic Arc, Moon the Scorpio. I prefer Tarnish, to be honest, Beyond the Wandering Moon. What an incredible album that is. So yeah, Wandering Moon. This is very tricky, it really is. This is Destroy 666, Cold Steel. What an incredible album. World Cult Supremacy is an okay album by Conqueror. But yeah, Cold Steel wins easily. Easy matchup here. Disaster, Hellfire's Dominion, along with Midnight Satanic Royalty. Disaster wins for this one, to be honest. I really enjoyed that album when I first heard it. I thought it was fun, majestic, epic. Next up is Leviathan. Leviathan and then Paysage the Heaver. This is a tricky one. A very tricky one. Massive Conspiracy Against All Life. Such an incredible album, depressing. Paysage the Heaver is different though. It's different. It's lo-fi production. It's really big. It's really majestic as well. But of course I love the SPM, so we're choosing Leviathan here. Life Lover conquers Dark Space 3. Very easy pick for me. Life Lover, really interesting album. Conquers. Got Dark Space 3 though. Dark Space 3 is one of my favorite Dark Space albums. So this is the winner. Next up is Krallis. Krallis, Years Past Matter. Along with Wars in the Throne Room, Two Hunters. Oh my god. This is a tricky one. This is a really tricky one. Really do enjoy Wolves in the Throne Room. Krallis is amazing. Cosmic, spacey, black metal. We are going to choose Wolves in the Throne Room here. Druk. Oh, Bloody Now Wells, Enslaved Below the Lights. That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous matchup that is. Oh my god, I'm going insane. Below the Lights, incredible. I'm not going to spoil my Enslaved album ranking, but it's pretty high. Bloody No Wells, though, is unmatchable in my opinion, so Druk wins easily. Alright, we got Funereal Presence, Arcadis against Midnight Odyssey, Funerals from the Astral Sphere. My pet hate with Midnight Odyssey is might be a little bit long. Funereal Presence is awesome. Arcadis, I love Arcadis, so I'm going to pick Funereal Presence for this one. Next up, we got Woad, Servants of the Color Cosmos, Havakrunu. Yeah, man. Havakrunu wins for this. I love Woad, though. Alright, so finally we are in the semi-finals, I think. Mayhem, De Mysterious Don Tarnish against Windier, Untitled. Okay, so I'm going to choose, again, Mayhem, De Mysterious Don Tarnish for this. Windier's amazing, though. Got Slaughter's Son by Dawn and Bethlehem, Dictius Didn't Care. Oh, man, this is a very tricky one. This is ridiculous. I might delete this after it, to be honest. Wow, this is tricky. What album do I prefer? His vocals on Bethlehem are incredible. I'm going to choose Slaughter Sun just because I prefer the sound. Oh my god, Confident Nexus Polaris against Battery Bloodfire Death. Really enjoy Bloodfire Death and adore Covenant. I'm going to choose, this is ridiculously hard now, Battery Bloodfire Death. I don't like this anymore. Abigail Nachman against Aeternus Beyond the Wandering Moon. Aeternus has to win. Destroy 666 Cold Steel against Hellfire's Dominion. Disaster. Destroy 666 wins Cold Steel. It has to. Leviathan. Oh shit. Oh my god, against Dark Space 3. Choosing Dark Space 3 for this. Wolves in a Throne and Druk. Yeah, Druk wins. Sorry, Wolves in a Throne Room. Funeral Presence against Havocrunu. Okay, Havocrunu was great. That album is amazing. Calosaurate Soy along with Funeral Presence. Gonna choose Funeral Presence for this one. Finally, Mayhem, De Mysterious, Tons of Tarnish against Dawn, Slaughter Sun. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Oh. No, this is ridiculous, it really is. I love Mayhem, De Mysterious, Tons of Tarnish. Full of Sun, Dawn, amazing album. I'm gonna choose Mayhem, De Mysterious, Storms and Tarnish. So, Mayhem, De Mysterious, Storms and Tarnish is now in the final. We got Battery, Bloodfire, Death along Aeternus, Beyond the Wandering Moon. Oh my god. Wait, no, not in the final yet. Battery, Bloodfire, Death. I'm choosing that. No, wait, it's still going on. Destroy 666 and Dark Space 3. Dark Space 3 wins. I love that album. I hate doing this now. Druk, Blood in Our Wells, along with Funeral Presence. Druk wins, man. Blood in Our Wells is a masterpiece. Finally, I think we're in the preliminary finals now. Mayhem, De Mysterious Storms and Tarnish against Battery, Bloodfire, Death. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous matchup. I love Mayhem, De Mysterious Storms and Tarnish. I love Battery, Bloodfire, Death. This is ridiculous. Battery, Bloodfire, Death. I'm gonna pick. This is and Dark Space, Druk, Blood in Our Wells. Blood in Our Wells. I'm sorry, Dark Space. Okay, Battery, Bloodfire, Death against Blood in Our Wells by Druk. I'm choosing Druk, man. Blood in Our Wells is one of the best black metal albums of all time. Incredible. So Druk wins the first half, wins the first conference, you would say. Wins his conference. Like we're talking the NBA or something. Wins the conference. Now we're going on to the second conference, and we got none other than wow, okay, Mork Grinning, Tucson Ahat Gut, along with Ackerman, Fran Murder. Interesting albums overall. Not really familiar with both of them, to be honest. I have heard those albums before, but I feel that More Grinning was a little bit better than Fran Murder. So I'm gonna choose More Grinning here. Next up is, well, Marduk against Waltane. Marduk Opus Nocturne against Waltane. Cassis Luciferi. Choosing Opus Nocturne. I do really enjoy Waltane, that album, but yeah, Opus Nocturne is incredible. Next up, we got Impale Nazarene, Ugo Karma against Arch Goats, Hall of Bethlehem. No, I'm not really a big fan of both of these bands, to be honest, but I have heard these albums before, and I'm going to have to choose Arch Goat for this, just because I do enjoy how evil sounding it is. Impale Nazarene is more fun black metal, you could say, more thrashy. But yeah, Arch Goat wins here. Next up is Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom, a masterpiece against Parents, drawing down the moon. Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom is fantastic. Such an really awesome album. Love the vocals on that. Next up we got Seth, The Pleasures de la Man against, what the, Malakesh, I think it's called. I think I remember hearing this album. Mysteries or something like that. That was a great album. Seth Le Pleasures de l'Âme, and Malakesh is Malakesh is a pretty cool album as well. Seth is fun though. So I'm gonna choose Seth for this one. You can tell I'm not really familiar with these other albums now. I have heard most of these albums before. Aura Noir, Black Thrash Matter, I think it's called. No, Black Thrash Attack, I think it's called, along with Nightfall Helm, the self-titled album. Both on the borderline. I think it's first wave of black metal. These ones. Nightfall Helm was fun, thrashy. Aura Noir, very thrashy as well. I'm going to choose Nightfall Helm for this. Next up we got Necromancer, Scarlet Evil Witch in Black, an incredible album. It's a great black metal band, Kawia. Isis, I think it's called. Necromancer, really cool band, really cool album as well. And Kawia, really fun, atmospheric black metal. So I'm going to choose Kawia here. Alright. Veraphon. Volpernixnacht, I think it's called, along with Running Christ, Tricky of Lost Lovers. Running Christ, Tricky of the Lost Lovers is such an incredible album. Very different to the new Running Christ sounds. I'm choosing Running Christ, Tricky of Lost Lovers. Nothing wrong with Veraphon though. I really enjoy Veraphon's stuff. Malacarpeton, I think it's called. Norda Carpeton Land. That album, pretty cool album. I've heard it recently, along with Kroloch. God, I haven't heard that band for a while. Kroloch. Flying Above Ancient Ruins, I think it's called. Gonna choose, though, really good albums, by the way, by both of these bands. Gonna choose Malacarpeton for this one. Next up is Master's Hammer Ritual, along with Root Howl Symphony, both early black metal bands here. Root Howl Symphony is fun and thrashy. Master's Hammer is more epic and majestic. Master's Hammer I'm going to pick, like that stuff. Sarcophago, Inri, along with Volcano, Bloody Vengeance. Wow, okay. This is a pretty easy pick for me. I'm going to choose Sarcophago on this. Inri, such a great aggressive album. What a borderline of death metal for this. Abigail, Intercourse and Lust. Verse Sabbath, The Dwelling. No, I have heard both of these albums and I thought they were okay. I think I enjoyed Intercourse and Lust a little bit better. So I'm choosing them. Emperor, Anthems to the Welcome at Dusk, along with Thorns, easy. Emperor wins, easy. Thorns is great though. Got Witchcraft. Oh, Witchcraft. Jeez, I haven't heard this. Obtained Enslavement for a while. Golgoroth, Under the Sign of Hell. Witchcraft reminds me of Summoning a little bit. Very synthy black metal. Witchcraft I'm choosing. I like Golgoroth though. Gehenna Malice against Tak. Ooh. I think this was his debut album, to be honest. Tark's debut album, but I love Gehenna, so I'm choosing Malice. Alright, I don't know what that album is. Never seen that album before in my whole entire life. But I have heard Dot Spirits. Spirit Crusher. Dot Streets. Spirit Crusher. So I'm choosing Dot Street Spirit Crusher on this. Alright, so next up is, well, Lord Below, Enter the Moonlight Gates, along with Necrophobic Dark Side. Very easy pick in my opinion. I'm choosing Lord Below, incredible underrated black metal band. Wow, Kavist for Kunsten Ma Irvik Vike, along with Winter, Hinterland, I think it's called. Winter. Welcome my last chapter. I have not. Don't think I've heard this album before. I have heard Kavisto, and that's a great Norwegian black metal band. I think they only released 1 or 2 albums. Okay, next up is, wow, I've recently heard this one. It's Weakling, Dead as Dreams versus Grizz. Grizz. My God, Grizz. That album cover I cannot pronounce. Really enjoyed Grizz. Both very aggressive black metal. So I've got to choose Grease, the one that looks like 2 boars. Next up we got Evil Feast, Allergies of the Stellar Wind, along with Mutilation, Vampires of Black Imperial Blood. Mutilation, really cool band. Evil Feast more on the atmospheric side of black metal. Mutilation still on the atmospheric side of black metal, but has more of that aggression. I'm going to choose Evil Feast, Allergies of the Stellar Wind. I just really enjoy that album. The melodies are a lot better than Vampires of Black Imperial Blood, so I'm choosing Evil Feast here. Necros Christos, True Impurities, along with Macabre Omen. Macabre Omen, I think it's called. Gods of War at War. I'm going to choose Necros Christos for this, just because I prefer a lot more than Macabre Omen. Anorexia Nervosa Druiden House against Old Man's Child, the Pagan Prosperity. Easy pick for me, might not be an easy pick for you, but I'm choosing Anorexia Nervosa Druiden House. One of my first black metal albums I heard. Wow, this is hard. Cullen and Brood, Echoes of Battle, along with Summoning Stronghold. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous matchup. Cullen and Brood, Echoes of Battle I'm picking. I love it. Love how epic, majestic it is. It's fantastic. You can tell they've been inspired by Summoning. It's a little bit better than Stronghold in my opinion. But yeah, that looks like a Forza Rauros album. That does look... I think that's a Forza Rauros album. Vigilance Perennial against Fen Winter. Both very cool, folky black metal, atmospheric black metal as well. Gotta choose Forza Rauros here. I'm getting tired. I thought this was a good idea. Nightbringer Really cool album that is. I can't remember the name of it. Ego Demos something. Along with Achilles Melano, an album that was recently released. My pet hate with Achilles Melano is there is a really long ambient synth section that lasts for 6-7 minutes that really downgrades the album. But Melano is fantastic though. But I'm going to choose Nightbringer for this. Nightbringer, that's a great album. Imperial Triumphant, Vile Luxury against Bolza Hero. The reason why I know this album is because I recently heard it and I thought it was really good. Vile Luxury, very weird experimental black metal by Imperial Triumphant. Not really big. I do like Imperial Triumphant now, actually. I do enjoy Alphaville. I really enjoyed their last album as well. They just released, can't remember what it was called. Vile Luxury is good. Bolza Hero is fun. She's Imperial Triumphant here. Seol Aura against Aquilus Grisius. Both amazing albums. Aquilus more symphonic, a lot of the orchestral moments, very classical passages, very aggressive atmospheric black metal. Seol Aura is more folky black metal. I'm gonna choose Aquilus though, Grisius, because it's in one of my favorite. It's in my top 50 black metal albums. Oh my god. Mispring against Sinmara, I think. Athotic Womb. One of my favorite albums. Yeah, and I couldn't remember the name. Sinmara Athotic Wound. Incredible album. Very heavy. Both cater in with those death metal aesthetics, especially the vocals. And I just feel that Sinmara is more atmospheric. Mellies are more infectious. I'm choosing Samara on this. Got Vehemence. This album was released recently, actually. Palisang verse, I think it's called, along Obsequy. Aria of Vernal Tombs. Very good albums. Couldn't choose Obsequy though. Mea Cognitum. Luminous Furious. Again, Spectral Law 3. Both very spacey, both very cosmic, and they collaborate with each other oftenly, so occasionally. So I'm choosing Mea Cognitum here just because I prefer Mea Cognitum over Spectral Law. Shamash Triangle versus Behemoth. I Love You at Your Darkness. Choosing Behemoth on this. Not a big fan of Shamash, to be honest, but yeah. And Dimmu Borgir, Spiritual Black Dimensions against Cradlefield, Dusk and Her Embrace. Don't like Dimmu Borgir, unfortunately, so I'm picking Cradle of Filth. Alright, so now we move on to more grinning again. Torsen Ahad Gut against Marduk, Opus Nocturne. That wins. Opus Nocturne easily wins. Archgate Blasphemy. Blasphemy wins easily. This is a bit easier. Seth, Les Pleasure de la Man, along with Niflhelm. Seth wins easily. This is a very easy. We got Kavia, along with Rotting Christ, Trophy of Lost Lovers. Rotting Christ wins easily here. Master's Hammer. Yeah, Master's Hammers is awesome though. I like Master's Hammers. Couldn't choose Master Hammers here. Ritual. Sarcophago Inri against Abigail. Sarcophago easily, man. This is very easy for me. Emperor, Amphids to Welcome at Dusk. With Witchcraft. Emperor wins. Amazing album. Gehenna Malice against Dodsrit. Gehenna Malice wins. I am flying through these now, guys. Lord Belial at the Moonlight Gate against Kavis. Nah, Lord Belial wins. This is too easy, this is too easy. Evil Feast. Ooh, Allergies of the Stellar Wind. Gonna choose Evil Feast here. Not the two balls. Necros Christos, Anorexia Nervosa, Druden House wins this one. Kaladin Brood, Forza Raros, Kaladin Brood, easily. That was easy. Nightbringer against Nightbringer, man. Nightbringer all the way. Easy. Gets the win. Aquilus. Grizios against Sin. Oh, no. I love both of these albums. Love both of these albums. This is the hardest pick I've ever had to do. Nah. That Mayhem Bathory was pretty hard. I'm going to choose Aquilus. Obsequy, Mea Cognitum. Sorry, Obsequy, Mea Cognitum wins this one. Got Behemoth against Cradle Filth. Cradle Filth, Duskiner Embrace is a masterpiece. Marduk against Blasphemy. Fallen Angel Doom. Marduk wins easily. Seth against Running Christ. Trophy of the Lost Lovers. Running Christ wins. Master's Hammer against Sarcophago Inri. Gonna choose Sarcophago here. Just because I enjoy it. I've played this multiple times and I think Sarcophago is fantastic. Emperor welcomes to the Anthems to the Welkins at Dusk along Gehenna Malice. Picking Emperor here. Amazing album that is. Love it. We got Lord Belial, Enter the Moonlight Gate against Evil Feast, Allergies of the Stellar Wind. Both incredible albums, both atmospheric, melodic black metal, both juicy black metal. I'm choosing Lord Belial here. Anorexia Nervosa, Judenhouse against Callum Brood, Echoes of Battle. Oh, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Echoes of Battle, Callum Brood. I'm sorry, Anorexia Nervosa. I'm sorry. Nightbringer against Aquilus. Nightbringer, such an incredible album. That is Aquilus, Chrysius. Yeah, I'm picking Aquilus here. Mea Cognitum, Luminifer against Cradlefield, Dusk and Her Embrace. I don't know. I love both of these albums. I'm going to choose Cradle Filth, Dusk and Her Embrace. Oh my god. Marduk Opus Nocturne and Running Cries, Trophy of the Lost Lovers. Pretty easy matchup. I'm choosing Marduk here. Sarcophago Inri against Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. I'm getting really sick and tired of this stupid video now. I'm choosing Emperor here. Lord Belial, Into the Moonlight Gateland, Callum Brood, Echoes of Battle. Lord Belial wins this one. Sorry, Callum Brood, you're amazing, Echoes of Battle. But Lord Belial, Into the Moonlight Gate is one of my favorite albums of all time. Grizius Aquilus, Dusk and Her Embrace. I'm choosing Cradle Filth, Dusk and Her Embrace. Okay, now we're in the finals. Marduk, Opus Nocturne against Emperor, Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. Still choosing Emperor here, man. I feel Emperor, Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk is one of my favorite albums by them now. I think they're fantastic. Enter the Moonlight Gate against Cradle of Filth, Dusk and Her Embrace. Enter the Moonlight Gate wins just wins just because of the melodies, the guitar work, the production, and the vocals. Dusk and Her Embrace isn't my favorite Cradle of Filth album. Enter the Moonlight Gate by Lord Belial is, and it's one of my favorite albums of all time, so I'm picking Lord Belial. Here we go. Emperor, Anthem to the Welkin and Dusk against Lord Belial. Man, I'm choosing Lord Belial. And here we go, guys. The final Duke, Blood in Our Wells, against Lord Belial, Enter the Moonlight Gates. First of all, let's talk about these two albums. Beautiful, folky, black metal, Blood in Our Wells is. I love the beautiful, soothing guitar work on it. I love the vocals. And Blood in Our Wells is up there in my top 5 albums of all time. It's short, it's sweet, it runs about 45 minutes, but the melodies are so damn good. And that's why Blood in Our Wells could possibly win this battle. Next up is Lord Belial, Enter the Moonlight Gate. What can I say? An absolute masterpiece. Also, atmospheric, melodic black metal. Amazing songs on this album. And not to mention, the drumming is spectacular, production is on point, and this is a fantastic album by Lord Belial, their sophomore album as well. But my heart has to say, man, that Druk, Blood in Our Wells wins. So yeah, Druk, Blood in Our Wells wins. Alright guys, so I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below what you would pick. Also, play this game as well. What do you think? And also let me know what albums I couldn't figure out what they were and I should check out. But yeah, overall, this was fun. Let me know what bracket fights you want me to do next. 57 minutes now. And I will see you in the next one.